let me just say this. I've worked for people who I didn't, and you will work for people in politics who you do not agree with 100% of the time. And you probably did that with your conservative Republican from California. I didn't agree with Nancy Pelosi 100% of the time. I don't agree with David Ross Mitchell 100% of the time.
I didn't agree with the president 100% of the time.
But, oh, she definitely didn't. But the point is that when you're choosing to work for that person, or you are working for that person, if it's like 80% to agree with them, you're good. But if it's a certain issue that strikes at your heart that you cannot support, and that, like, say tomorrow Obama decided to invade Greece, and I'm working for his campaign, I'm probably going to resign. So that's like the point, is that, like, if it's something that, or if he, for example, he and his administration totally went opposite way they already are going on gay marriage, they're heading the right direction currently from where I stand. If they went the other direction, I'd probably have a problem and continue to work for him. So if there's certain issues that really get you and are motivating you for public service, you've got to put your foot down and look for other jobs. But just like people don't like flip-floppers, I don't personally, they're not going to like Mitt Romney, because he's like, where is he on these issues? He's like pro-life, then he's pro-choice, then he's like, for gay marriage, then he's anti-gay marriage. Is that similarly, like, the American people don't like that in their leaders. People who are elected officials don't like people necessarily, because it's so hyper-partisan, who are going back and forth on issues. They like to see a consistent trail of beliefs and of commitments. Because so much of politics, and one thing I didn't touch on, is about loyalty. Like, when I worked for Nancy Pelosi for 9 years, that just represented that to people, that I was very loyal to my boss. And my current boss, she's like so excited that I'm going to stay with her for a while because I'm very loyal, and that's like a part of my brand and what I brought to the game. That, but then that's why I said that, like, if you're not totally sure which side you're going to be on, stay out of it until you kind of figure a way, or maybe never get in the game of the hyper-partisan.
The other part is that you also don't have to completely publicize what you disagree with that.
Oh, you definitely
member.
don't.
You're not going to sit there and rant and rave and say, I can't believe you're doing this. You're going to do your job as you do, but you don't have to agree with it. But like he said, if it's something you can't get behind and you can't even be a part of, then you shouldn't be working for that person. There was a couple events that I did with the president that I didn't agree with, but I sat there and did it. I built a crowd, I worked it, I made sure everything was running smoothly, and did the remarks, all that kind of stuff. But I didn't sit there and say I was not going to do this event, or speak my mind on it. Now, you could say what you want to say, but at the same time, you don't have to publicize what you really disagree with.
And in any job, it doesn't matter where you are in the private sector, you're going to have to do things you don't want to do, and you're going to have to support things you don't necessarily support. So that's like in anything.